Hey guys, welcome to your love reading. It is Spiritual Infusion. This is a live read. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hey, from around the way. What's going on? Okay, so today's reading, I thought that it would be really interesting to pick up on what you guys feel like you've been picking up on intuitively because something is trying to get your attention. All right. With that being said, let's jump into it. Everybody can hear me, right? You want to know what's weird? The lights are flashing, but I don't know why because around me it looks normal. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Before I go any further, hey, okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so let's start. What has the collective been picking up on lately? What is the collective's intuition? What have they been picking up on lately? Okay, burdens. So there's something going on lately where you can feel like you're holding on to unnecessary weight. Okay, so for some of you, you could have recently either gained weight or lost weight because it's coming in right now that you've been absorbing multiple people's energy, multiple people's vibration, and what it's doing, what it's doing is it's sticking to your body. And unless you're able to release this energy, it can be like packed on as weight. So, do you guys know, in particular, if you're an empath or if you're somebody who is very sensitive to energy, do you guys know how to release what is not yours? Do you guys know how to do that? Should I ignore that and assume everybody knows how to and move on? Let me know in the comment section below if possible. So I know what's going on. Thank you. My contacts were a bit wonky, so I'm stuck with these glasses. I am, and I do not know how to. Okay, great. So let's talk really quick before we get into the remainder of the reading. When you're an empath and when you are somebody who holds on to energy, right? So if you go somewhere, you absorb it. People will naturally come and they'll talk to you. They'll naturally share their emotions, tell you what's going on. This is typically something that people will do in your energy. You'll notice that kids want to be around you, animals love you, right? That kind of thing. The problem is we absorb it, right? We're like sponges. So when you get a sponge wet, it expands. So for some of us, if we're unable to transmute the energy and if we are unable to release the energy, then what happens is we hold on to this and we pack on like insignificant weight. Okay. So what I do is one, I identify whether or not the energy is mine. Like, have you guys ever had anxiety out of nowhere? Have you guys ever felt like, why do I feel like I want to puke? Why do I feel like my chest is beating fast? Why do I feel all of this unnecessary and anxious energy, right? A lot of times it's not yours. So the first thing to transmuting this energy, and let me just say this, once you're able to master this component of it, what happens is you're able to release things and you're going to drop weight very quickly if you're somebody who is struggling with weight. Correct. Marquina said, look, sometimes we have like a tight chest. So the first thing to do is identify, how do you feel physically when you're under stress? Okay. Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your back? Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel it in your throat? Okay. This is the first thing you have to do. You have to figure out how you physically handle it. So then you can identify, okay, whenever I get anxiety, my throat clogs up, right? So when my throat clogs up, then I know it's mine. But if I have a stomach ache and I feel anxious, I know it's somebody else's. Okay. So congrats, Lori. Once you begin to identify it, what you do is when you say, okay, this is somebody else's anxiety. And you know what? I'm not in the mood for this. So what you do is you say, this energy that I feel, and you say it out loud, it is not my energy. You bring it in and you push it out. Okay? You breathe in and you relinquish it. And what you say is, I am allowing this energy to go back to the rightful owner because it is not my energy. Okay? So you're pulling it in and you're pushing it out. And by doing this, right, even with your hands, you're pulling it in and you're pushing it out. What it's doing is it's releasing, okay, the energy around you. All right? I do not know how to get rid of energy. Yes. Okay. So that's how you get rid of unwanted or unnecessary energy. And what you'll realize is you'll start to pack on weight when you've either not cried or when you've either not relinquished something. I also am getting to here that your intuition is telling you that there's something that you need to let go of. Okay. It's some type of baggage here that either you've been holding on to for a period of time, or it's time just to let it go. Whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, it's something that you've been holding on to in the past. And the interesting thing is, it's something that is very inauthentic to you. So where you are at currently right now in your life, it doesn't serve you. Okay? It just doesn't serve you. And it's also showing that there's somebody around you who is very fake. Okay? Very inauthentic. Yes, Angel, I know it sounds crazy, but it really does work. So try it out, because let me tell you something. Like, when you start getting rid of people's energy, you'll realize like how small you get. Okay? Or you go to your natural shape or your natural form. But you have somebody around you right now where either they're not being completely honest. Okay? So this could be them being inauthentic to themselves. This could be a fake friend. This could also be somebody that has been hiding their emotions from you. Okay? So Jessica states she's thinking about, taking a step back because somebody's back in the picture and you're tired, right? Okay, so that's you over here saying, look, okay, this has become too much for me, right? This is something I don't want to deal with. If there's somebody around you that is in an inauthentic energy, you cannot be in that energy because it doesn't match your vibration, right? And when you realize your vibe, you attract certain things, right? That's why they always say, like, one bad apple ruins a bunch, right? So if there's something around you that's not feeling right, and again, it's coming in as a couple of things. One, there is some type of burden here that you may hold on to that you're not meant to. You're meant to let it go, okay? There's also somebody in the past that has been very fake with the way that they've gone about things, okay? The way that they've handled things. There's also somebody that's hiding their feelings from you. And there's something here where it isn't as it seems, okay? Because again, it feels like you do have reconciliation. So for some of you, you could feel like, I have to let go of something in order for me to have something. For others of you, it's almost like you have to let go of wanting an apology, or you have to let go of something and allow this person to make it right. Because there's somebody here who hasn't been able to show you their authentic self. There's somebody here who has been faking their emotions. There is somebody here who has been hiding, okay? And what they're hiding is the fact that they want to be with you. They want to mend whatever bridges that are coming in between you, okay? For some of you, you're right. It doesn't feel good to release toxic and spiritually cleanse. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we all have choices to make, right? And we can remain stuck in a negative energy, Or we can say, you know what, enough is enough. For some of you, it feels like you've really let go of somebody who has not treated you the way that you deserve to be treated. And it's caused a lot of burdens. This is something that has put you in your head. Okay. This is something that has made you even have sleepless nights because you keep going back and forth here with, do I want to hold on to this? Am I crazy? Am I in my head? And it's also coming in as you guys having a level of anxiety unnecessarily. And this anxiety is being called in because it feels like you're scared or you're worried about an action that's not being taken. Okay? This energy that they need to release, what do I need to know about it? Okay? Two of Cups. This is a friend. Okay? Or it is somebody from your past that you could have had some type of emotional connection to. And it's about releasing it. Why? And it even could be a friend because Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. It's because for whatever the reasoning is, this individual, they moved very slowly. Okay. Hold on here. So for some of you, you are releasing somebody. Okay. That's the first thing. You are going to be releasing somebody. For others of you, it's letting go of this stress or this confusion with whether or not somebody loves you, because you're sitting there saying they've not made any type of actions, or the actions that they've taken, it doesn't make sense with the way that they're going about it, right? It's one or the other. But the thing is, this person hasn't been able to take action because they're very emotional. Because see, here's the thing, right? The opposite sign of Virgo is what? Pisces, okay? So that means that if you're a Virgo and you're in reverse, that means you're thinking, okay, like a Pisces, okay? So, for example, Lotus Flower says, he ghosted me. He ghosted you, but not for the reason you think. So that's why they're sitting here saying, I know that this could be confusing. I know that there's a lot of fear. I know that there's a lot of restless energy coming in here, okay? But you have to let go of the fear when it comes to love, because this person does love you, but think about Piscean energy. They love very deeply. And when you go fishing, right, you have to be very quiet, you know, very, very quiet. I almost want to say like quiet on the creek, right? You got to be quiet. Okay, in order to catch that fish. Because the moment that you pull up, the opposite of Leo is Aquarius. Okay, it's always going to be the sister sign, which is on the exact opposite of the zodiac. Oh, lots of love from the Netherlands. Thank you. Grazie. I appreciate it. Okay, but there is somebody here who looks like they're not working hard to come towards you, and that is actually the complete opposite. Okay, so let's find out what's happening behind the scenes, because I feel like it's a multitude. I think for some of you, you're letting go of a relationship that you didn't want, okay, or you didn't need, or whatever it may be. For others of you, it's releasing the burdens of the past. Your past person, the way that they moved, it wasn't copacetic to your current vibration. It just wasn't, right? So there's somebody else that's here. And again, this is somebody that wants to make something right. Somebody here wants to mend a bridge or create a bridge for you and them to come forward, to have some type of conversation. Because again, this is somebody who you could have felt like was faking the funk, right? Like, I know you want me and you know I want you, so why are we faking it, right? It's coming in as this type of energy where it's not as it seems. So your intuition is telling you, you know, all of this heavy energy, something here doesn't feel right. Something feels inauthentic. Something feels like maybe it needed to fall apart in order to rebuild. So what is going on behind the scenes, but the collective hasn't been able to confirm? Ooh. Okay, you guys have a secret admirer. Okay, you guys have somebody here that is very sensitive. You have somebody here that is definitely in their feelings and is definitely in their emotions when it comes to you. This is also somebody that wants to reach out. They want to send you a message of love here because, again, they feel like they've not been able to come forward and express their truth. They feel like they've not been able to come forward and show you how much they admire you. And this is also something you need to realize. In particular, somebody just said they're very emotional. Oh, Lotus Flower said he's terrified of showing his emotions. Well, that's the thing, right? Especially with this, Page of Cups here, it's a message of love. So what you don't realize behind the scenes is this person is very emotional when it comes to you, to a point that they don't want to be without you. This is Moon in Cancer, okay? This is somebody who, again, we're coming in with a lot of very watery energy. And it's making this person feel like they're upside down. The things that they're typically able to do day to day, they're unable to do because it's like they're busy thinking about you. And I also am getting that there is a lot of regret, or this is somebody that is really unhappy because they haven't been able to express it. And it's coming in as like them missing you, them thinking about you a lot. But I'm also getting that they're worried about somebody being jealous. Okay. They're worried about somebody being jealous or them being jealous in some type of capacity. And I also feel like this is something that you may not realize, but it's like they're worried about things that they shouldn't be worried about when it comes to you. Like what? Like money, like whether or not they're enough. Okay. You have, Mercury and Taurus. And the thing about a Mercury and Taurus is the fact that, one, your person could have a very beautiful voice, right? But the voice is not being heard. And again, it feels like this person is going through a lot of conflict, right? They have a lot of regrets. This is also somebody that could feel like they've lost certain things. And for some of you, this could be somebody that you even have blocked, okay? But others of you, it's this person missing you. Look at this energy. It's like they've paired with you. They miss you. They want to be with you. They want to talk to you. But it's something about you and them physically not being with each other, or physically not being able to get off their chest what they really want to say. So for some of you, you could be really angry at this person because they're not coming forward, they're not expressing it, they're not doing what you intuitively feel. You're sitting there saying, I know you love me, I know you want me, but why are you not coming forward and why are you not saying something? So now your intuition, it's different than what you are physically seeing, which is then causing you to have a reaction of, is this real or is this not? And that's why the both of you, okay, are sitting here in an energy where you're both upset. But the reason that they can't come forward, the reason that they can't open up, the reason that they cannot communicate to you isn't because they don't want you. No, it's because they're really struggling with coming forward and being open and being honest, because again, whoever this person is, they could feel like this is somebody that could have abandonment issues, okay? This is somebody that feels like they're just really worried about being left out, or this is somebody that is kind of like a lone wolf. Whoever you're dealing with, it feels like a lone wolf type of energy, that they're just used to doing things the way that they're used to doing them, and a lot of times it supersedes or it doesn't include a partner. So this is somebody that feels like there's misunderstandings, okay, between the two of you, and it's making them really, really stressed and very nervous about how the two of you kind of come together as one. Because also, what you don't realize is your person is stressed out, okay? They're trying to overcome their anxiety for whatever the reasoning is. There's anxiety when it comes to coming forward and communicating. And this is somebody that has a lot on their plate, to the point that they've taken on more than probably what they're supposed to. This is somebody that takes care of everybody in their family. This is somebody that just has a lot going on, and they're trying their best to manage everything. They're trying their best to get everything together. And for some reason, it's like they don't want to bring you into this stress. They don't want to bring you into their burdens, okay? And for some of you, if you're like, look, I got a lot going on, but you may feel like there's something in your ex's past that is holding them back, right? And it's making them not be their true authentic self. But for a lot of you, what you don't realize, it's because this person doesn't want to bring you into chaos. They feel like you don't deserve that. They feel like, whether it feels like they have a lot going on and they've dealt with this by themselves, because they don't want to overwhelm you with whatever is going on in their life. This is something that they're being very specific about, okay? What information are they currently hiding? Hey guys, welcome. What are they currently hiding? What's being hidden? Okay, an opportunity. Somebody here, okay, what's being hidden for you or your person? Is there somebody here that's asking them for money? Okay, or there's somebody here that is looking for handouts. So whether that's a child, whether, that could be a multitude of things. There's somebody here that is very money focused. Now, this could be that when this person was a child, right? Their family focused on finances. Thank you, grazie. Everything was all focused around superficial, materialistic behaviors, right? And this is information that you may not realize, where they feel like, in order for me to have you, in order for me to obtain you, I have to have X, Y, or Z in order to proceed. For others of you, be aware right now, there could be somebody around you that is looking for a handout. They're looking for you to pay something. This could also be a legal thing coming in, and they're looking for some type of status when it does come to you. But what I am going to say is this: you need to use your intuition during this time frame, because you're going to have a very strong insight right now on what the truth is, okay? And it also is cutting through the fluff, all right? There is somebody here who, again, they could even be trying to say that all you do is care about finances or care about financial components. But again, it's coming in here as like the moon and the sun, right? That's your intuition, okay? it's almost like, right? Because if the sun is your physical body, the moon is your intuition, right? But the sun is also illuminating the moon. So your intuition is very much on key, but you and your person, you're coming in as a sun and they're coming in as the moon because there's a lot of repressed emotions here and a lot of things that they've been hiding. Okay. And what they're hiding is how much they really like you, how happy you make them, how they feel like you are a leader. They feel that you're very creative. They feel like you have a lot going on. And they also, you're somebody that they want to move forward with. Okay. But again, how the energy is coming in as you could have had like a lot of burdens. You could have been dealing with a lot of things going on right now that almost took your time and your energy away, where you were focused on more so of the minute things, right? The day-to-day things like, okay, I got to take my son to practice. I got to wash the clothes. I got to do this. I got to do that, right? More focus on the day-to-day, that Two of Pentacles, that physicality, those things, where this person is sitting there and they're in this moon energy where they want to come forward. Not only do they want to come forward, but they want partnership. This is what they're hiding. They're hiding the fact that you and them are on the same page. Okay, I didn't block GP. So I don't know who that is, or I don't know who blocked them or who didn't. Okay, but nonetheless, I also see too, what's hiding here is that this person could be driving by your house, or they could be keeping very close tabs on you. This is somebody that wants to get in the same direction as you. This is somebody that has taken some time to have some type of introspective energy, right? Where they've had time in solitude, they've gone within and they've reflected exactly on what they want, right? Do I want somebody where all they do is they care about my money? Do I want somebody that looks the part? Do I want somebody that my family is going to like? Or do I want somebody that makes me feel something at a soulful level that I've never felt before? And this is something that this individual is going through. Okay. And these energies are coming in very heavy, right? Why are they coming in so heavy? Why are they coming in so heavy? Okay. Because there's conflict. And on top of the conflict, right, there's challenges. And the thing is you may not know all of the challenges that are going on in the background for this individual because they're coming up against a lot of obstacles. It's almost like whoever this is in a damn double dare challenge, right? You got to hop through hoops of fire, got to lasso the moon, okay? And there are some type of arguments or some type of discussions that are going on in regards to you, where this person is literally having some type of either A, physical altercation, or B, some type of argument with somebody else in regards to you. Because whoever this person is, they're so tired of the drama. They're tired of the lies. They're tired of the narrative that's being spun. And also the level of jealousy. For some of them, it's telling their friends. I don't want to hear it. Okay, let me ask. Why is there jealousy and anger? Because people are jealous about who you are. Hopefully you guys can see this because my screen is black. So, okay, who you are. All right. So let me see if I can move this over really quick. If I'm looking over here, it's because I'm reading your comments. Okay. Because that screen keeps going out. My other screen keeps going out. The reason that there's all this petty energy is because your person is changing. It's a conclusion, right? There's something going on with your person right now where everybody around them knows they're changing. Everybody around them knows that they have some level of success and some level of level up. I also feel like being with you is some type of achievement, or it's like somebody is jealous about them being with you, which is kind of weird. Why would this person be jealous of the collective? Why would this person be jealous? Have people be jealous of the collective? I'm telling you, it's because this person is the happiest when they're with you. Okay? It's because this person wants to marry you. All right? It's because this person being with you makes you feel, or makes this person feel very stable, make them feel very happy, like they have a happy home, like they have a happy life. Just a lot of things, right? And it's there's a lot of jealousy for whatever the reasoning is around your person, whether that's your person glowing, right, after talking to you, whether that's your person being very balanced. It's something here where there is a conclusion and there has been communication on how this person is moving forward. Okay. What is this person thinking about? Okay, good. All right. Okay. Woo! Marriage. Okay. What is this person thinking about? They're thinking about marriage. They're thinking about being very realistic right now and grounding your relationship. Because, see, here's the problem, right? The problem is your relationship is very 5D, right? It's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions. There's technicalities, right? But this person is tired of not being with you every day. This person is in a place where they're tired of hiding their emotions. They're tired of going within. They're tired of not just coming out and saying, I love you. I want to be with you. I don't want to do this anymore. Right? So, again, it's also this energy where they want to give and take. Right? I want to be able to give to you the same way you give to me, physically, mentally, emotionally, but also spiritually. And this is a hidden emotion, because what you don't realize is anytime you have a moon in Taurus, it's an energy where it's like, that's mine. They're already attached to you. They're attached to you in a way where they don't want to let go. Okay? But at the same point in time, they know that the way that they've been going about things, the way that they've been handling things, it's not reflecting the way that they feel. It's almost like it's not copacetic, right? It's not giving and receiving the same type of energy. Okay? So what they're thinking about is, what can they do, right? What can they give you, okay, to make you understand that they love you? But again, I am seeing here your person may have needed to take some time off to have a level of introspection. And you're sitting there going, what do you need to think about? You should already know. It's not that. It's how do they proceed? It's, how do I love you out loud? How do I have you become my reality, right? How is it that we shift from this weird off and on thing, or this weird subconscious thing, or this telepathic thing, to something very beautiful? I don't know who blocked GP. I have no idea. I didn't know if that was a dude or a chick. Um But yeah, that's what it's coming in as. So let's see what's recently changed. What's recently changed energetically? Their emotions. They've also walked away from something. Okay? There's something that they're leaving behind, right? Because this is somebody who is saying, you know what? I'm done with the confusion. I'm done with the illusion. I'm done with the partying. I'm done with the drinking. I'm done with the alcohol. I'm done with whatever we need to be done with, right? And I'm letting go. It's they're withdrawing themselves from a poor behavior, from a friend group, from whatever is going on here, even from family, because again, this person has already made some type of decision with how they want to move forward, and it's with you, the lovers. Okay? Because they're already in love with you. And when you love somebody, it's an action. So they're walking away from, in the past, what stopped them from moving forward. And they're at a place where they want to harmonize this relationship, but they're taking time to process it. They're taking time to think about it. And again, somebody here is going to have a tower moment if they haven't already within the next 24 to 48 hours. There's something here where somebody is being forced to change. Okay? Because again, this is somebody who was studying you. This is somebody who felt better watching you from a distance than they did being close. This is also somebody that wants to show you, I'm dedicated. You want to know what's crazy? I'm going to be honest. Whoever this person is with you, they know more about you than what you realize. Like, this is somebody that is studying the minute details, but this is also somebody that needs to get out of their head. They need to stop worrying. Okay? They need to stop worrying about something that they can't do. Okay? What is secretly going on that the collective needs to understand, or that this person is doing differently? Okay? Wow. Whoa. We're seeing like a lot of doubles. Emperor, Empress. Okay. So what are they doing differently right now? First of all, they view you as their perfect match. They view you as, you put them in an energy where they feel good. You make them feel like either very stable, okay? Or you make them feel like they're in a place where they can succeed. And they view you as either their emperor or their empress, which is very beautiful, right? This is something that it feels like your person is going through a tower moment because there's a lot that they need to come forward. And it feels like there's a lot that they need to express. But again, they have to have the strength to do so. Okay? They have to have the strength. And Marquina, for some of you, they're not with the third party, but also it's like they're scared to come forward and make it right just yet until they're ready, because they want to be able to give you everything. If they view you as the emperor or the empress, they have to match your energy. And if they don't match your energy, then it's just not going to work. So that's something that this person is stressing out about, right? You don't realize that for them, it's like they have to be brave. They have to be brave. They have to come forward. They have to stop being helpless and help themselves, right? That's something that's coming in heavily, because the reality is this is somebody that really does love you, okay? This is somebody that feels so divinely connected to you in a way that they want reconciliation, or they want union, or they want harmony, right? They want a happy relationship with you. But being in a happy relationship also means that they have to have their ego that is at a copacetic or a therapeutic level, right? That's not having an overextended ego. That's having an ego that is just right. Okay. What conversation does this person want to have with the collective? It's something about mind games, okay, and lies. Could be coming from an Aquarius. They want to talk about, and this is Venus in Aquarius, so they want to talk about why it feels like there's this game going back and forth, but they're not playing a game. They're just moving very different, but they also want to explain to you what mind games are being played with them in regards to you. Because there's somebody here that looks like they're really trying to sabotage your connection, sabotage your relationship. Magician in reverse, okay? An Aries, Gemini, Virgo, or Scorpio here. There's somebody here that is lying either to them about you or to you about them. Or somebody is playing significant mind games. And it's almost tricked this person into being very silent, into having things be misunderstandings, having things be misaligned, having things be seen very linearly instead of in a multidimensional fashion. So, and the reality is, the truth is, this person knows they're your twin flame. But I'm also getting that this is somebody that feels like they have to submit to it. In order for them to gain control, they have to submit. Submit in the sense of, I'm giving it to God, right? I'm opening my heart. I'm healing my old wounds. I'm healing my own pain. Entertaining a third party publicly on Facebook, right? Like it just, but again, that's a facade, right? That's the illusion. That's the confusion that's coming in where people are sitting there saying, okay, but that doesn't make any sense, right? Because that's not who this person wants to actually be with. So let's see, what action are they planning on taking? What action are they planning on taking here? Okay. They are planning on saying something, but I feel like there's something here that they have to handle first. Okay? I don't know why, but it's something that they have to handle first before they can come in and before they can make you this offer. Okay? A female friend feeds him wrong information. Yeah, it's definitely coming in as that kind of energy. It's coming in as them needing to take control. This King of Swords here, it's very much, and again, you have the King of Swords, which is Aquarius, and then you also have Aries energy, which is opposing energies, right? So your person has to be in an authoritative manner, or they have to take authority here or take control of a situation. The problem is they have to be very calculated, but also very cold when it comes to this. For some of you, this is planning, okay? So they can't just take this action. They have to plan it because, again, they do want to be with you. They want to open up. They need to speak their truth, right? And their action is that they're cutting something off, or they're planning some type of reunion, some type of partnership, something even possibly in the community, or there is an action that this person is going to take, besides just saying it. Because again, it's something where this person is like, I need to do more than just talk, right? And this is something where they've been waiting, okay? They've been waiting for a very long time to take this action. And they're at a point where they're frustrated because now the narrative that you think is not the actual truth. But it's the truth that they illuminated, or it's the truth that they expressed, or it's the truth that they whatever, right? This person feels like, I also feel like for some of you, somebody could have a gift for you. I don't know why, but I keep coming in that there's a gift, okay? Or a reward. And this is something that's been delayed for a period of time. Hold on. What should the collective pay very close attention to? What should the collective pay very close attention to? Okay? When you get angry. Okay? Pay very close attention to when you physically get angry or when you get in a lustful energy. Pay attention, okay? I also think too, be very careful with it's not being guarded, right? It's be okay. Yes. Okay. So it's with this Pisces Aquarius energy. You have Mars in Leo. Before you get angry, okay, somebody just said I just got angry yesterday. Oh, that's weird. So you and I just said that at the same time you dropped it. Before you get angry at this person, okay, for not doing something, for not coming forward, for whatever it may be, you're going to need to have a different perspective. So instead of being angry at this person, it's almost like look at it as this person being very territorial towards you, okay? Look at it as this person trying to protect you, because the more angry that you are with this individual, the more that this individual will retract or will pull back their energy from you. So right now, they don't need you to be aggressive. They need you to have a completely different energy. They need you to be understanding. They need you to understand that they're trying to let something go in the process in order to make room for you. So, yes, has there been suspension? Yes. Has there been delays? Yes. But it's not because they don't want to be with you. And I think that's the part that's making them frustrated, is that they want you. They don't want to be with somebody else. They want you. And they know, okay, I know it's taking me a long time. I know that you're mad at me because you want to progress. I know you're mad at me because you want to be together. And remember, with that Four of Cups and that Five of Pentacles, they want to be with you just as much. And if you're not talking to this person, right, it's bothering them because you're their safe place, you're their safe space, you're their sanctuary. But for whatever the reasoning is, until they're able to get their ducks in a row, until they're able to remove their burdens, until they're able to cut loose the dead weight, it's like they're keeping you at an arm's length away. Okay? What is God telling this person to pay attention to, or to stop giving their energy to? What is God telling this other person? Hold on, one more time. What is God telling this person not to give energy to? Okay. This Gemini is in reverse. Okay. They're telling them to get out of their head, right? They're telling them that if you've said something, or if it looks like you're not giving to them, they're telling them to get out of that, right? They're telling this person to stop giving energy to things that are not mentally nutritious. Okay? That's exactly what they're telling people. Okay? They're telling people to stop thinking about you being with somebody else. Stop worrying about you having other suitors. Stop focusing, okay, on what has not been said, or what's been said about you by other people, and focus on what they know and they know about you. Okay? So it's very interesting here, right? Because again, here's the justice. There's people here that are talking about you. And because there's people that are talking about you, it's upsetting this person. I agree. I think that you guys are going to be coming together. He's very possessive of you, Lotus Flower. But I also think it has to be the right thing. But I also think sometimes we get in our feelings or we get in our emotions and we tell ourselves, they don't care. Or we tell ourselves we're crazy, it's not going to happen, or whatever it may be, when in reality, this person wants you just as bad, but they're worrying about a lot of other things that are essentially going on in the background, right? It's like they're focused on whether that's money, whether that's their career, whether that's an opportunity that they feel like they need in order to be with you. Okay? What is their intuition telling them about the collective? What is their intuition telling them about the collective? Okay? Irresistible. They want you. Okay? And easy breezy. All right? So there's this intense desire to be with you, right? And they have very strong impulses that they've been having to control. So when you're mad at them for not coming forward and saying something or doing something, they're over there like, do you know how hard it is for me not to come over there, not to touch you, not to say something, not to get upset, not to whatever, right? Because again, they're having just as hard of a time holding back from you, okay? To a point that they know that when you guys come together, that things will be smooth sailing, that they won't have any trauma, they won't have anything to worry about, because again, the two of you together will be able to handle things, right? But the problem is for some of you, you've been framed, Roger Rabbit, okay? You've been falsely accused of being somebody who's messy. You've been falsely accused or placed in this web of lies of having bad behavior, right? Or them. So either you've falsely accused them of doing something to betray you, or you've been falsely accused. When in reality, they already know being with you is smooth sailing. Okay? It's very fascinating here, because what they know is that as long as you and them are on the same page, okay, you and them will have a victory. But getting to that place is something that is very challenging, okay? And that's what their intuition is telling them. Their intuition is saying to them, I love the collective, okay? And I'm masking it. Their intuition is telling them that you're irresistible, that you're this perfect match, that you're all these things that they know you are. But again, the lies and the confusion and the illusion from other people is coming in between your connection. Okay? When this person knows you are a unicorn. This person knows they're never going to find another you. Right? They already know that. You're one of a kind. Okay. And again, it's something that they know is irreplaceable. And with you, they know it's nothing but abundance, infinite abundance. Okay? Because they know what your self-worth is, they know what your value is, but it's about taking that step further. A jealous moderator blocked me the whole time we're connected to the live. Who's blocking people? Can somebody tell me who the hell is blocking people from the chat? Because I don't know who's being blocked, who's not being blocked, but it seems like we have people being blocked out of nowhere. Susie's blocking people. Why would Susie block people? Where's Susie? Are you blocking people? Because I can't see it. I can't see it because I'm on StreamYard and not YouTube. And also the comments are off to the side. So I can't, I'm like looking at the camera, but the comments are off here. Yeah, it's really weird. I'll have to, let's see. Hold on. I wonder if there's a way. Hey. What's going on? Let me see if I can switch accounts really quick. All right, hold on. No, let's see. And let's see if I could fix it really, really fast. Trying to figure this out. I may not be able to do this right now. Hold on. Is this us? I think that this is us. All right, hold on, guys. I'm almost. Me either. Blocking people. No, I don't know how people are blocked or who's not blocked. Okay, so kind of funny, but earlier today my mouse was moving, so I definitely may have a troll. Like I had a troll in the last reading that I did on YouTube. I don't know if you guys saw that person that was like just doing the most.com in the comment section. Yeah, so I have a couple of trolls, but it happens, right? So if you're blocked, I apologize. I will go through my block list and see who should be blocked and who shouldn't be. That way we can kind of, keep on top of everything. But definitely glitching. Like I said, this screen that I have, it's completely cutting off. Like insane. Okay, so let me get you guys one last message because I got to go study in Reno right now, believe it or not. Yes, okay, you know who that was, Angel. I blocked them too. I was like, what the hell are they doing here? Because they don't belong, right? And I even had to block them on another platform. It was just really weird. Yes, may all the trolls leave. But what's fascinating here is you have somebody who knows your worth. Okay. You have somebody who knows your worth. You have somebody here that's been fantasizing and daydreaming about you. Okay. You have somebody who is thinking very positively and they are trying to escape whatever the hell is going on with them. Because again, you're coming in as this Lady Venus. Okay. You're coming in as somebody that they find very attractive, somebody that has a lot of grace, and somebody who they want to explore. They want to take a deep dive into who you are to them and what they want from you. So it's coming in very fascinating because, again, they're thinking about you heavily, right? They want this. They want this with you. And again, the problem is they've been hiding their true feelings and it isn't as it seems. So you're going to have to be mentally tough right now to look past the exterior of whatever is going on because they're getting ready to make a big jump. Is he under house arrest? Uh-oh. Is he under house arrest? He could be. He got in trouble for something. He definitely got in trouble for something that he feels like, I don't know if it's house arrest or probation. He definitely has something where he feels like he's not completely like he can't completely move the way he wants to move. It's funny. One of the cards dropped. Let's see what card it is. It's something restrictive with him. For whatever the reasoning is, it's restricting. Okay, the clock is slow. So again, something here just isn't moving at the pace that you want it to, but it will pick up, okay? It will pick up, but here's what I'm going to say. There's somebody here that's very jealous, okay? Very, 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 very jealous of you and them, okay? So, whether that is a person, okay, whether that's a lover, whether that's a friend, whatever it may be, there's somebody here that is really jealous of your connection, but this person is having a lot of doubt now, okay? This person, they're very pessimistic because I feel like in the past, it's funny. Oh, I was going to say in Reno right now, we're having like this gnarly wildfire. Okay. And like all the kids don't have school. Like 90,000 people have been evacuated. Like it's in Reno. So it's like it's kind of crazy what's going on here. So I probably won't be on here as long as possible just because I have the kids home and my older son has to go study plays. That means I have to learn the plays. But let's talk really quick about this jealous person and let's get this out of the way before we progress forward, okay? So there's a lot of doubt, okay? Somebody here is very pessimistic with the way that things have been going with this person. All right. And again, their energy feels like this is somebody who was in there manipulating. Okay. This is somebody that was manipulating energy. This is somebody who dibbles and dabbles in black magic. Okay. And right now, they feel like, for whatever the reasoning is, their cosmic gift or the cosmos, this divine plan, they're no longer aligned, okay? They're no longer aligned. So whether that's a third party, whether that's a family member, whether that's a friend, an acquaintance, a situation, hey, whatever it may be, this person, whoever is jealous, they're knowing that they're not aligned with this person. Now watch this. Why do they feel they're not aligned? Why do they feel like they're not aligned with this person? Okay. Unhealthy choices. But also, this person is immature. And they've been doing voodoo or hoodoo or whatever. Yes, it is their sister for some of you. It's spell work that's been done. And the spell work, this manipulation and this scheming, it's almost like they tried to justify it by saying it was you. But I also feel like the fact that Young and Voodoo Doll came out, let me tell you something. It's somebody that thought they knew what they were doing, but they don't. Somebody who thought they knew what they were doing spiritually, but they don't. it backfired. Something backfired significantly, right? And now they feel like, okay, sacrifice. Let me tell you something. Do you guys know how it is when somebody sacrifices something, like sacrifices a person or things like that? Do you guys know how that works energetically? Do you know? Do you want me to explain it before I let you guys go? Because I don't want to like explain something if you guys already know it. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait a couple of seconds to see what the chat says, and then I am going to get off of here and go handle some business. Okay, explain. All right. So what happens is when people do spell work, right? Let's say they are sent, let's just do something stupid, right? Like I want to cut the cord of the connection between the collective and this person. I want to cut the cord, right? So what happens is they'll do a ritual. So then, whatever entity, whatever deity, whatever the hell they're calling on, and again, we have to remember the voodoo card came out. Okay. So, whatever toxicity or whatever they're calling on, all right, what happens is they're going there to cut a cord. Now, when they get there, if you are somebody who is pure, if you are somebody who is the truth, if you are somebody who is their divine person, okay, then they can't cut that cord. That is a cord that cannot be cut. It can only be severed by God. So what happens then is, this entity, this whatever, they can't cut the cord. That means they go back to that person and they cut the cord. They try to cut the cord between that person and the other person, because now the sacrifice is I get to cut a cord of a union. And if I can't cut the collective's cord and this cord, I'm going to come back to you, right? Same thing with spell work. Okay. Same thing when people do things like, I want something bad to happen to you. I want this. I want that. When they come and they see that you are in a very pure and a very bright energy, they cannot take from you. Now, the key here is, and I'm going to talk about this for probably a couple of minutes and then I'm going to go. But the key here is to not be afraid and to live in your truth. Okay? When you do that, it can't touch you. So what this person is beginning to realize is that this sacrifice that they've made, this sacrifice that they've tried to come forward, for some of you, it's like they even tried to sacrifice kids. They've tried to make, whatever they needed to do, even manipulation. It's like this is somebody who tried to manipulate the wrong person, and now things are backfiring. Because what happens is it's bouncing off of you and it's going back to them. And that's why this individual is upset. Okay. That's why this individual is over here drinking to try to forget, because they know they have to move on. Because whatever they did to mask it, to make you look something, to illuminate something, they were illuminated. It wasn't you, because you were living in your authentic truth. Woo! When you live in your authentic truth, people can't come close to you the way that they think. Okay? Also, this is somebody who is really upset, okay? Because they're a part of the circus. All right? This person is a part of the circus, right? They thought that they could cause drama. They thought that they could have you lose a sense of control. They thought that they could keep creating certain situations where it became extremely unpredictable. But the problem is they look like the clown. you don't look like you did anything, right? You're over here very put together. Even if you feel like your life or your whatever is a dumpster fire, it's not a circus. But this person is a circus. They've created just unauthentic energy, right? Yeah, not my monkey, not my circus, right? Like, hey, this could be Ringling Brothers, but I ain't the ringleader. I'm the bypasser, or I bought a ticket, okay? I'm just here to observe. But somebody here is realizing that all this drama that they've caused, it's only led them to drink. It's only led them to be sacrificed. It's only led them to look immature in this situation or in this connection. So, with that being said, this is your reading. By the way, I do have a reading that is dropping today at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. So I hope you guys go check it out. With that being said, I love you guys. Sorry for the short reading, but I kind of have just today's a bit of a crazy day, but I did want to come in and I did want to have a conversation and have a talk and do all that. So I hope that works. All right. I know you're like, don't go. I got to go though, because I have to go, be a mom. I got to go get my kids ready for football and all that stuff. So hopefully tomorrow we can have more of a chit chat. Also, too, let me know if you guys are interested in certain cold case files, or if there's certain things that are going on that you want me to look into and tell you my perception or my opinion on it. I will definitely do so, because things aren't as they seem, right? For example, the Nolan Wells case. We've been making that case about race, or that case was significantly drawn to race immediately. And that is not what it is. In fact, the real perpetrator is not who you think it is. The person you should really be upset at, it's not who you think it is. It's somebody completely different. Okay? The Tupac one, Oliver Tree. Okay, yeah, I could definitely. So let's put something together, and because let's talk about it, right? Because there's a lot of minute details similar to like Sloan Bella, right? How most people don't see the undertones, right? A lot of people don't see the undertones. So when you see the undertones, you see the truth. And when you see the truth, it's very fascinating the way that people move, because typically the ones you're upset at, you can't be upset at them. So with that being said, I love you guys. And until next time, I will talk to you amazing people later. All right? Peace out until mañana.